Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. Today, I want to start off with a little gun talk. I want to start the show with it today because it's actually going to lead into our second segment, as you'll see in a little bit. And what I want to talk about is the new Ruger MAX-9. You may have seen this in some videos recently by Gun Blast and Collier Noir, etc. And some people asked me this evening, what did I think of it? Well, of course I haven't shot one yet because I'm not one of the people they send one to and don't really want to be, so I'm not bitching about that. But looking at the specs of it, I think this is a pretty impressive gun. It's a pretty impressive gun. It's obviously a direct competitor for the SIG P365, for the Hellcat, for the M&P Shields, and it's about time Ruger had one of these. Up until now, their only real small options were 380s, like the LCPs. And this gun actually looks a lot like maybe an LCP and a Ruger Security 9, were a banging, and this is the result. And just for those of you that might wonder, I actually like to think that the LCP was on top because I like that power transference thing. It's kind of hot. And I'm going to have to say, I think everything about this gun looks promising. Now, I am not a fan of small polymer guns. Everyone knows that. So it's not something that's really on my radar. But if you like small polymer guns and you like American-made products, or maybe you like Ruger specifically, this is a great option for you. This is something you should probably be excited about. This gun has 10 rounds or 12 rounds. You can put a flush mag in it and have 10 rounds, or you could use one that's just a 1/4 inch longer and have 12 rounds. You can also get this gun with or without a manual safety. I think everyone knows I would prefer it without the manual safety. It's got TFO front sights. It's got some nice combat kind of style rear sights with the U-notch that are set high enough to actually co-witness, which is a good thing because it is cut for red dot sights. It uses those smaller red dot sights that are coming out, like the Romeo Zero, etc. And it actually takes those sights perfectly and co-witnesses with them. I like those little narrower sights that are getting popular for these narrower pistols now because you can put one on there without really increasing the width of the gun. And speaking of width, this gun's only 0.95 inches wide. If you look at their single stack guns, most of those guns range in the 0.9 inches range. So this is 1/20th of an inch thicker, and it's got 12 rounds instead of, 6, like a lot of them have. So very promising aspects from it there. Like I said, got that TFO front sight, the target rear sight, which is also flat on the front, so you can use it to cock with. It's set for co-witnessing. It's cut for the smaller red dot sights that would be perfect for this pistol. Like I said, like the Romeo Zero and others. So it's got a lot of things going for it. I like this gun. I like the looks of this gun. Like I said, I'm not going to buy one because I don't really carry a small polymer pistol. But if I was, this is one I would consider, especially if I was a Ruger fan, because we all know Ruger's a great company. Their customer service is awesome. So they're a company I always like to buy from. Now, I would have liked to seen the price come in a little less on this. If this gun had been priced at $399 instead of $499, I think this would have been a blowout success. But I think it might have been hard for them to price it at $399. What with, the cut for the red dot sight, the TFO fronts, and, the way they put the gun together. It's got a lot of little extra features on it that make it kind of hard to make it in that price point. But if they could have made it that price point, boy, that would have been a real kicker of a deal there. Now, the one thing I will say negative about these Ruger guns, I don't like the way they do their trigger. The little diggly bobber or whatever you call that thing that sticks out, the thingamajigger. It's just a little too pronounced to me. It always makes it look like the trigger's kind of broken as far as I'm concerned. I know it isn't, but it's too scissory looking. I don't mean scissory like lesbian scissory. I mean like scissors scissory. So I don't know if it could be that type of scissory looking, but you know what I mean. So so far, this gun looks like it's a good entry into the market. It looks like something that's I've been waiting for from Ruger, to actually see Ruger step into this a little more. I think everyone knows Ruger's been a little slow on their polymer guns, and the ones they have put out haven't been the greatest. I think this one has the potential to be the best polymer gun they've put out since the LCP. So I'm anxious to actually see one, get my hands on one at the range. You never know. I might buy one. Never know when you might need a gun to put in your vehicle or something. This might be a good option for that. Right now I have Glocks in my vehicles, so might be a trade-off. You never know. And it's an excuse to buy another gun. And an American gun, like I said, to replace that Glock, although my Glocks are USA made, so I'm rambling here. But like I said, that's the new Ruger MAX-9. You might want to check them out because, like I said, this is a great addition to that small subcompact 9mm field of guns that's out there now. Has great capacity, looks good. It's going to be from Ruger, so we know it's going to be a solid product. And you're buying an American product when you get one, so it's something I think you should look at. All right, with that being said, that's going to lead me into my next topic. The way I found out about the Ruger MAX-9 today is someone asked me, hey, did you see that everyone's favorite bougie gun guy, and that's my description of him, my favorite bougie gun guy, Coley Noir is shilling for Ruger now with the MAX-9, the new MAX-9 pistol. And they asked, what do you think about this? You should do a video about this. Well, I thought, okay, I will do a video about it. And what I will say I think about this is that there's nothing wrong with it. I think this is awesome. I think this is the way it should be done. This is someone, like I said, everyone's favorite bougie gun guy. He's an internet celebrity, a firearm celebrity, and a manufacturer is hiring his services to promote a product. An American manufacturer that makes good products and serves their customers is hiring a big name in the industry to come on their website and in their social media and their promotions and sell their product. That's the way advertising is supposed to work. That's not shilling. That's promoting a product. It becomes shilling when you don't do it on their website, you do it on your site, and you say, I'm going to tell you whether this is a good gun or not. And then they go on to give it a great review and fail to mention to you that, oh yeah, and they paid me $5,000 to do this, or $2,500 to do this, or gave me 10 guns for my gun shop. Which people actually love the latter because then they can go, oh, I didn't take any money from any gun manufacturer. Well, Leviathan. You probably took money from Leviathan. So that's when it's a problem. When you're not telling people that Leviathan paid you money to say good things about it, the gun manufacturer paid you good things to say good things about it, or, you got free guns to say good things about it. That is when it's dishonest. That's when it's shilling. And that's when it's a problem. When you are blatantly supporting a product on their own page, when you are advertised, that's awesome. Promoting products is not always bad. Even when you do it on your own page, when Such promotes products. I got no problem with that. I don't think Such ever portrayed himself as, I'm the person who is really going to reevaluate these guns and tell you how good they are. No, he gets on there, shows you a gun, says, here's what I like about it. And it's the perfect place to go if you want affirmation that you want to buy a gun and you're just looking for some enabling. Which people come in my chat for all the time and say, stop me from buying this gun. You're in the wrong spot. This is Enabler Central. Such is like that. And Such is also a great place to go if you bought a gun and you're having second thoughts about it, because you go there and you'll be like, oh, I bought the right gun and I'm glad I bought it. So serves a purpose. And it's not shilling. And it's not pimping. Some people say, oh, he's pimping the guns. No, he's not pimping. In this case, he wouldn't even be the pimp. He'd be the prostitute because he's doing all the work. For Ruger, Ruger's making the majority of the money. They're not saying you get all the money that comes in from the guns. They're giving him a small portion. So in this case, he'd be the prostitute, which is also a good thing. Everyone knows I'm very pro-prostitution. I think it's also an honorable profession. They serve a great service to society. They perform a great service because there are some people out there, a lot of people out there that are just drop dead, unfuckably ugly. And prostitutes are the reason that half of them aren't going out there on violent killing sprees every day. So I think prostitution is a very honorable profession. And just like I think advertising a product is very honorable. If anything, I would congratulate him on this. Hey, that's honest, good work, promoting a product, a known person in the community that people respect and respect their opinions, and they can see that he's working for them. He's on their website. People don't really think that Matthew McConaughey drives a Buick, right? He's advertising for them. And whether Coley Noir actually carries the MAX-9 or not, I don't know and don't care. He's providing a service to an American company that really doesn't have a lot of options for advertising. They can't advertise on mainstream television or on most videos because people don't want gun content. So he's providing a valiant service, much like those prostitutes I was talking about earlier. So I'm all for this. I think this is perfect. It's not like he's profiteering off people or trying to make people angry. He's actually committing a legal and honest and trustworthy service to a manufacturer. So I'm all for it. He's not milking people. He's not stepping in the front of the line to get a bunch of rifles or something that other people don't have access to them, and then putting them online at a big markup so that they can make money. He's not using his position to profiteer in a way, pretend like I'm bringing you a great product and I want this exorbitant price for it. No, he's not doing anything like that. He's not shilling. He's not anything bad, not misleading you, nothing. This is how it's supposed to work. So I just think a lot of people misunderstand when I say people out there, they think I don't like people making money. I wish every person that has a gun channel would get rich from their gun channels. It's not something I'm really looking to do. In fact, I probably wouldn't do something. I would say, this is the kind of thing you'd be jealous of him for. He got this great gig. Although I wouldn't do the gig, so I don't know if I'm jealous or not, but if I would do gigs like that, I'd be jealous. Now, I would probably do one if they said, hey, we'll sell them to you at cost and you can give them away for TYM triple P. And that way, instead of sending out Tauruses, you can send out Rugers. I'd be like, yeah, fucking thrilled. I would do a promotion for that because it's benefiting my viewers and the people who get the guns from TYM triple P. It's just kind of like the thing with the rifles. I wouldn't have a problem with that if you got this great deal on rifles because of your position. And then you said to your viewers, guess what? I got these great deals on rifles and I'm passing along the savings to you because you always support my channel, blah, blah, blah. That I'd have no problems with. I think some channels, there are channels that's gotten really rich off YouTube. Iraq Veteran, Military Arms Channel, Hickok, they have all gotten to be wealthy individuals because of you following them, giving them your money, using their discount codes, buying their products, etc. So I think they should give back a little bit. That's a side note there, but back on topic here. This that Color Noir is doing here, this is how it works. This is awesome. I like this. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not shilling. It's more close to the pimping, the prostitution, which I think is awesome. That's what you're supposed to do as a celebrity. You're supposed to go out, not me. It's what celebrities should do, and he's selling a great product. Like I've said already, selling a great product. It's not like he's Magnum PI, what's his name? Tom Selleck on there trying to swindle old people out of their homes. But reverse mortgages are not a way to take that's exactly what reverse mortgages are. It's what they were designed for, so that they could have stagnant loans that just rack up interest and eventually take the house from the family when they can't pay the exorbitant fees that are racked up. So another side venue there. But like I wanted to say, nothing wrong with this. This is perfect. Color Noir working for Ruger. I would love to see more gun channels getting gigs where they actually work on the company's website. They're open representatives for the company because that's the way to honestly sell a product. I like seeing it. I hope I see more of it. And like I said, absolutely nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's awesome. All right, before we get out of here tonight, I want to end the show as usual with our viewer EDC of the day. And today we have JH. And he is carrying his Smith & Wesson E-Series 1911 in a DeSantis thumb brake holster. Now, I'm showing this for a couple of different reasons here. One, he's carrying an E-Series 1911 from Smith & Wesson, as I said. I think those are some of the most overlooked 1911s on the market. They make a quality gun at a good price. And I just think enough people don't think about them when they think about 1911s. I'm glad to see him carrying one. I like seeing people carry 1911s. It's old school. And I like them to see things. I like to see things like Smith & Wesson being one of those 1911s they carry. So very fond of that. Now, the holster is something that I have said in the past I'm not a fan of, thumb brakes. But that doesn't mean thumb brakes are bad. I don't like Smith & Wesson M&Ps. That doesn't mean they're bad guns. They're great guns. I think they're better than Glocks, even though I like Glocks better. Same thing with thumb brake holsters. They're not for me. I don't like them. That doesn't mean they're bad. A lot of people have this misconception, much like with the other thing I was talking about in the last segment. They have this misconception that just because I don't like thumb brake holsters that I'm saying there's something you shouldn't use. No, if they make you comfortable and you like using them and you are okay with using them, use them. They are awesome. They give you that little extra retention, and it's not like they're hard to unsnap. You just flip the thumb and they're unsnapped. So those are something I do support. So that's the two reasons I wanted to show our viewer EDC of the day today. I also wanted to say, put your towels on the towel rack, you fucking slob. And also I want to say that belt might be a little too tight. It looks like he's literally being squeezed in half. It looks like someone took the bottom half from a skinny person and the top half from a more full-figured man, should we say, and just kind of stuck them together with the really tight belt in the middle. So you might want to loosen that a little bit, because if you haven't had kids yet, I'm afraid you might not be able to after much of wearing that belt. But that's what I wanted to show, and that's the viewer EDC of the day. It's JH with his Smith & Wesson E-Series 1911 in a thumb brake DeSantis holster. All right, everybody, that's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back again tomorrow. Until then, I want to sign off as usual by saying, as far as the state of the world today is concerned, it isn't that bad, but it is what it is. It could be better. And what it will be in the future, if we keep level heads about us, ignore the fear mongers and the profiteers and the people who want to manipulate and frighten us, what things will be in the future is even better.